Sarveshwara Sadashiva. Om. Welcome all respected Shrotas Sadhakas. Hearty congratulations for being so regular in the study of Shastras. Keep it up till the ultimate is reached out. In spite of all inner and outer obstacles, problems, or even shortcomings or the weaknesses. Today is the World Meditation Day as it is declared by UN. So let us spend 3 or 4 minutes in the meditation, Saguna and Nirguna, for both of which we take the support of Bhagavan Ganapati, the Lord. We'll chant the mantra Vakratunda Mahakaya 3 times. We also chant the mantra Ajam Nirvikalpam 1 time. The meaning of this mantra we will see in the beginning only. The mantra is Vakratunda Mahakaya, the Lord who has got the twisted trunk and huge body. Surya Koti Sama Prabha, who is Prabha, Kranti is equivalent to number of crores of Suryas. Nirvignam Kurume Deva, Nirvignam Kuru. For me, remove all the obstacles. Where Sarva Karyeshu, in all activities, Sarvada, always. Here the Karya is that which is to be done. And what is to be done by all of us is the Dharma, the Seva, the Upasana, the Jnana and Moksha. Therefore, Karya word should be understood. Even though in its general meaning, Karya means all activities. Generally, the activities are is equal to karma. Those karmas can be dushkarma or satkarma. Among them, the dushkarmas are the akarya, satkarma alone are karya. Therefore, sarva karyeshu is equal to sarva kartavyeshu is equal to sarva karaniyeshu is equal to sarva satkarmasu. Nirvignam kuru. Let there be no vignas inside of tamas rajas, vignas outside from the adi bhautika, adi daivika sources. That is what we'll chant 3 times, remembering that Bhagavan Ganapati in our Hridaya, in our entire personality, in the Mooladhara Chakra. So too, the other Nirguna mantra of Ganapati is, who is that Ganapati? Ajam, birthless, Nirvikalpam, who has not modified, Nirakaram, who is beyond all the limitations of the akaras. Ekam, one without second. Ajam, Nirvikalpam, Nirakaramekam, Niranandam Anandam. The one who is of the nature of bliss. Advaita. Again, there is no duality in him. Purnam. He is complete, all pervading. Param. He is supreme. Nirgunam. All the Visheshanas, gunas of Jati, Dravya, Ityadi are not there in him. Nirvishesham. Ajam nirvikalpam nirakaramekam niranandamanandamadvaita purnam. Param nirgunam nirvishesham niriham. The one who is free from any iha, the kamana, iha, the Cheshta Iha Dispandana. He is called Parabrahma. That Parabrahma Rupa Ganesham, to that Ganesh Bhagwan Bhajema, we just meditate on. We remember, we worship, we adore, we praise, and we pray for our experience of the truth. This mantra has four more mantras, but first one only we will see today. And also pray that the entire universe is freed from all obstacles en route to their dharma and moksha. The whole universe of beings fully be engaged in the dharma as a contribution for the smoother running of the outer world and engage in the adhyatmikata for their own personal emancipation moksha. Three times. So feel the presence of Ganapati Bhagavan in the heart in that beautiful form as he sits in that Siddhasana with the Abhaya Mudra in the Vakratunda. Ganapati Bhagavan is said to be the remover of obstacles, initiator into Adhyatmika Sadhana. He is the one when we invoke blesses us to go beyond the Stula Deha Tadhatmya, which is more than 50% of sadhana. Start. First chant Omkara three times. ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ अजं निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेकम् निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णम् परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहम् परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम। अजं निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेकम् निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णम् परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहम् परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम अजं निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेकम् निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णम् परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहम् परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरद सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरद सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरद सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरद सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरद सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरद सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा. In the same mood, let us chant our Bhadram Karnevihi mantra 5 times as we do every day. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Friends, in today's common sense thought, the three things. First one, how much in the most unwanted, trivial, meaningless things, thoughts, or activities we are wasting our precious time and energy. Keep observing throughout the day. How many times or how much of the time energy we are wasting in the small little totally avoidable unwanted things for whatever the justified reasons, with whatever the senses of emotions or obligations. We are wasting our precious human life, not utilizing it for the highest purpose. Second thought today in our common sense thought is how much the restlessness of the mind through the senses into the world of objects is consciously curbed or curtailed by us because we need the calm and quiet and introverted mind for the inner journey. So, how much consciously we are curtailing or quietening the mind which is leaking out through the senses into the world and getting agitated, disturbed, extroverted, again with so many of the unwanted thoughts, emotions. Are we aware of this most important thing? The third one, how much of the Paramatma Tattva is remembered by us throughout the day? How many times? How much deeply? Fourth one is how many times we are attempting to go beyond, to detach from, to disconnect from the not self, and how many times we are trying to connect to our own real essential self per day, per session. This all determines whether we have understood or not of the spiritual goal, whether we are serious about it or not, sincere about it or not, matured about it or not. These are the four things. Just be mindful about them. First one, how much of our precious human life is wasted in the most unwanted, avoidable, trivial activities of the world, involvements of the world. Second is how much the mind is being consciously quietened, curbed by not allowing it to leak into the outer world through senses and get unwantedly agitated. Third, how much, how deeply, how long, how intensely we are remembering the Atma Tattva, the Brahma Tattva. Fourth one, how many times we are attempting, how long we are attempting to disconnect ourselves from the Anatma, the Upadhi, and connect ourselves to the real essential self. This tells us whether we have understood spirituality or not, whether we are serious, sincere about it or not, whether we are matured or not, and also whether our daily listening of the Upanishads is meaningful or not. Remember the 13 Vyaktitwas to be strengthened. Lokasevaka, Dharmastapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Amumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Gambhira, and Sanskrita Bhasha Gnata with Vyakarana. Visualize the Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Rupa Shruti guidance, how much we are making use of it. Remember the Guru Tattva, the Guru Parampara, the Swaguru, the Swacharyas, the Buddha Jana, the Rishigana, how much we are tuning to them and grasping from them the Siddhantas, the Sadhanas, the variety of techniques to conquer the inner and outer obstacles. Visualize the presence of all the Adhisthana Devathas and how much we are again remembering them, doing the upasana to them, and praying to them to keep ourselves intact in all strengths, energies, abilities, and focused only on to the truth. Visualize the Adi Parashakti Jagannatha and pray to her that positive Shakti for the positive purpose alone the mother should bless us with. Remember, consciously become aware of the presence of the Ishvara in your own Ishtadevata Rupa. Visualize him and see how much we are praying to that Savitha, the Ishvara. Again, asking him to bless us with the Brahma Jnana only, nothing else. So, to just visualize, try to make an intellectual concept of that Brahma Tattva, which is substratum of all the Stula Sukshma Karana at the Vyashti and Samashti level. It is non-comprehensible, comprehensible, nor a concept of the intellect yet. At the intellectual understanding level, as a result of studying Upanishads for good amount of time, just to visualize whole universe, whole cosmos, everything. And then all of that is projected on that Brahman, just like a huge stone. In that, you are projected by carving out the entire kingdom, let us say, the Raja, the Rani, the Simhasana, the Mantris, the Senadipati, the Sainikas, the other Praja, only on one stone. They all appear to be having those specific expressions, but at no time they are away from other than that rock itself, that stone itself. But sculptured, and that sculpturing makes it appear as if it is other than it. Same way, the whole universe of names and forms are sculptured on the Parabrahman. All waves are sculptured on water. All names and forms are sculptured on the Parabrahma. Visualize it. That's our goal. To recognize it, going beyond all the sculptured names and forms, and to establish in it as that is ourself. Take the help of all of this and intensify all these Adhyatmika Vyaktitvas. Yoga Vasisht, sorry, we are studying the Shwethashwathara Upanishad, second chapter, beautiful mantras. Invoke the Kripa of the Savitha and other Devathas. When they bless, use the faculties to tune to the Paramatma Tattva. As we are starting to succeed in it, extend gratitudes, extend praise to that Savitha. So, Prarthana, Sadupayoga of the Anugraha, Kritagnyata, and Stuti. Before Prarthana, one thing we can add Upasana. Upasana, Prarthana, Sadupayoga, Kritagnyata, Stuti. 5 things. When done, we are on the path steadily. Nothing much disturbs us outside and also inside. If in this way consciously Prarthana for the Savitadi Devatas is not done for the Paramatma Prapti, okay, consciously not done. So, in that, one thing is we might have not remembered the Savita himself. Second is we remembered Savita and did not do the Sankalpa for the Brahma Jnana. Third, we remembered, prayed to Savita and asked for anything, anything worldly other than Paramatma. One is not at all remembered Savita. Second is remembered but conscious sankalpa is not made for Brahman. Bas remember kiya, upasana kiya. Sankalpa not done. Prarthana not done. Third, prarthana done for anything other than Paramatma. If these three inadvertences we do, we will be lost in the worldly karma, and karma phala is equal to janma marana samsara. We will not be on the path towards moksha. That is what is being cautioned, hinted to us in this sixth mantra of the second chapter, which is so essential, very, very essential. And this thought is so sensitive that even a moment, if we have not done sankalpa for Paramatma, prarthana for obtaining Paramatma, we have delayed our progress. Again, even for a moment, even of an iota of anything other than Paramatma, we asked for or we desired for or we have done sankalpa for, we have created samsara for ourselves. To that extent, we have to become sensitive every moment. That is the essence of this mantra, where it says, if you don't tune to the Savitha for only exclusively Paramatma Tattva, by default, you will be only involved in maybe the so called spiritual practices of yajnas, upasanas, etc. But all of them are givers of the bondage by giving the karma phala. That may be the greater and higher worlds than the Prithvi Loka, than the human Sharira. But none of them are mukta sthitis. They're all bandhana. Therefore, the essence and the purpose of this mantra is remember Savitha, do the upasana of Savitha, then pray to the Savitha only for Paramatma. Then our desire for Paramatma is intensified, and this desire is the Savitha. Accordingly, he'll make adjustments in his blessings for us. So that mantra we'll see today. Om, Om, Om. ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ॐ सुकृतेऽधिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शनलालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः सङ्कल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक-हैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत् परम्परादीनां ज्ञानयोगभक्त्यादिप्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगति एकता शान्तिपुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातनधर्मसंस्थापने कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिसमस्त मन्दिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयागसाधना सेवा तपस्यादि प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद् देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृदेश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्ति सेवादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययम् निगमाद्यगतन्नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। 8, 9, 10 मन्त्रास्वर पारायणम्। सेकंड चैप्टर। ॐ त्रिरुन्नतं स्थाप्य समं शरीरं हृदीन्द्रियाणि मनसा सन्निवेश्य ब्रह्मोडुपेन प्रतरेत विद्वान् श्रोतांसि सर्वाणि भयावहानि प्राणान् प्रपीड्येह संयुक्तचेष्टः क्षीणे प्राणे नासिकयोच्छ्वसित दुष्टाश्वयुक्तमिव वाहमेनं विद्वान् मनोधारयेताप्रमत्तः समेषु चौ शर्करावह्निवालुकौ विवर्जिते शब्दजलाश्रयादिभिः मनोनुकूलेन तु चक्षुपीडने गुहानिवाताश्रयणे प्रयोजयेत्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सिक्स्थ मंत्र संबंध भाष्यम। युञ्जानः प्रथमं मनः इत्यादिना इति आदि इति means in this way starting from this. So युञ्जानः प्रथमं मनः तत्त्वाय सविता धियः, from that first mantra onwards up to this last fifth mantra, what is done? Savitra adi. Savitra adi means Savitra and all the Adhisthana Devatas, even the Karanas, Indriyas and Antakarana. Savitradinam Prarthana Pratipadita. The Prarthana. Arthana means asking for, requesting. Prarthana means with firm conviction from within ourselves, asking, and with full Shraddha on them, asking. That is called as Prarthana. Okay, like Savita ko मैं पूछ रहा हूं. Arthana, I am asking him, I am requesting him. What is the pra there in that arthana? Prakarshana. What is prakarshanata? That with full, strong conviction in me that I want Paramatma Anubhuti only, of course, for that the sadhana has to be done. That is possible only by Savita Kripa. So the strongest want in me is called as pra. So to intense faith in that Savita that he is capable of blessing us so that all our faculties will be effortlessly withdrawn from this Mahic world and worldliness and can be focused on the truth. That's called as Prarthana. Prarthana Pratipadita is established. Pratipadita means established. Means what? It is firmly established that we have to do the Prarthana of Savita Adi. For what? For the faculties to turn toward the self and dissolve in the self, giving us the experience of that self, that we are that self. So, Yujevam iti adina savitradi prarthana pratipadita. So, Yunjanaha pratamamana ityadina savitradi prarthana pratipadita. Very clear. So, someone either he doesn't know this, or he has not understood or accepted it, or he is careless about this Savita Prarthana. But a good person, he wants to be spiritual. To that person, this not doing prarthana to Savita, to empower us, to enable us, to focus all our faculties. Only one Paramatma Tattva. If this prarthana is not done by someone, his all activities, worldly, anyway they are worldly, even spiritual also, at the most will be of the Karma Kanda and Upasana Kanda type, by which only the Karma Phala in the form of Aneka Loka Janma Marana, which is called Samsara, alone will be obtained by us. That's why he says, Yahatu Punaha, and that person who is Prarthanam Akrutva, without doing this Prarthana, neither remembering Savita nor intensely desiring from within for the Paramatma Tattva, nor doing Prarthana to him for that. Yahatu Punaha Prarthanam Akrutva. Therefore, what happened? We have not got the permission from Savita. That is why Tai Ananugnyataha. Neither we got the empowerment nor the anugnya, the permission from the Savita, because we have not asked them. Them means the Savita and other devatas. Then what will happen to that person? Taihi ananugnatha san yoge pravartate. He is planning his day with all spiritual yoga sadhanas. Still, till at the most, what will they all of we will be? San yoge pravartate. Saha bhoga hetau karmani eva pravartate. All is yoga sadhanas are not for the moksha, but for the bhoga by default. That's what we said in the introduction today, even the common sense thought. It is the amount of depth of continuous constant awareness about our desire to obtain Atmanubhuti and Moksha, which determines our sadhana. After that only, to be able to do the required sadhana, necessarily we'll pray to Savita Adi, because Mamevaye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. The maya of our faculties, Antakarana and Bahyakarana, focused on anything other than Paramatma, that Maya can be conquered. Gita आदि का हम हेल्प ले रहे. सो भोग है तो कर्मणि एव प्रवर्तते सह. योगे प्रवर्तते, बट भोग है तो कर्मणि एव प्रवर्तते. So sensitive, so important this point. To say that don't take it for granted that एक बार मैंने सविता को कह दिया कि मुझे परमात्मा को पाना है. नो इट इज हिज जॉब टू रिमेम्बर. नो, हमें याद रखना है, ये हमारा जॉब है टू रिमेम्बर. एंड एवरी टाइम वी रिमेम्बर द गोल, एवरी टाइम वी आस्क द सविता only for the goal. And this is what helps us in taking away our mind from the other distracted channels. That's what we were telling from 2 days, taking the help of the Nachiketa and Sri Rama Bhagwan Udaharana. Sri Ramji also doesn't want the Rajya Bhoga, Rajya Pada, nothing doing. He wants only Tattva. So to hear Sri Nachiketa in Katha Upanishad. Imagine that means what? Ki how long Nachiketa in his earlier lives must have understood and sought only for Paramatma Tattva, requested and desired. That from the Mrityu Devata, who is son of Savita, that he desired for Brahmajnana, even though Savita, the Yamaraja was ready to give him so many of the Bhoga Vastuni. No, from these kathas, from these Upanishads, these are the very secret, salient, important things we have to grasp. We cannot miss. Missing shows we are insincere, we are immature. The sincerity and maturity is to grasp these things that Nachiketa did not bother about all the wells his father has kept for him without giving in charity. He did not bother about his own hard work and earning so many things by being on the earth. He did not bother about the Swargadi Prapti, even though Swarga Vidya he learned from Yamaraja, it is only to teach to others. And he didn't bother about every temptation that's put in front of him by Yamaraj freely. You can easily say, हाँ यमराज ने दिया नहीं लिया तो यू मे फील बैड. उनके वास्ते मैंने लिया. उन्होंने इनफैक्ट इंसिस्ट किया. उन्होंने 4-5 टाइम्स कहा. He was so emotional in requesting me, Yamaraj, कि I could not avoid. He says, Yamaraj in Kathopanishad, Nachiketo, Maranam Manuprakshi. ये नचिकेता ये सारे चीजें मांगो ये कितने बार भी चाहिए मांगो बार बार मांगो आई विल गिव यू बट डोंट आस्क मी अबाउट द ब्रह्म विद्या प्लीज हाउ मच he insisted me therefore for the sake of Yamaraj I left that desire for Atma Jnana then I took all the bhogas which he has given me he can justify like that neither he cared about the obligation with Yamaraj nor he cared about the restlessness and anger of Yamaraj, that he may curse me, he may scold me, he may beat me. He can't kill because already he is with Yamaraj. तो किस बात का नचिकेत में डर था कि उन्होंने परमात्मा को छोड़कर और कुछ दिए जाने के ऊपर भी कि उन्होंने लिया या नहीं लिया. नो पॉइंट. दैट्स द मेच्योरिटी. From the Nachiketa episode, we have to learn from for ourselves. Isn't it? By default, if I am not consciously asking for Paramatma Tattva, by default, for all the upasanas done by me, I will be given the bhoga only. Because उसका वो exchange value ऐसे होता है वहाँ. For all the upasana adi done, the bhogas will be given to me if I am not asking for Paramatma Prapti. Through Antakarana Shuddhi, through the upadhis focused on only that. See why we are spending so much time on this, even though we saw it yesterday before, because of the importance of this thought. And why it is so important? Because we know with all our coming to classes every day, why our knowledges are not pakka, desires are not pakka, attempts for meditation are not pakka, and why still our mind is seeking only world and worldliness. This is the reason. That's what our today's common sense thought also. For the trivials, how much time and mind energy is wasted, and in my mind, how many agitations, disturbances because of the cravings of the objects of the world through senses. कौन कर रहे हैं सब हमसे? Only the Adhisthana Devatas and Savitha. Why? Because consciously we are not asking all the time that I want only the Brahmanubhuti, I want only the Brahmanubhuti. And if you don't ask specifically that, then by default you are given the other thing. अगर योग नहीं मांग रहे हो तो अल्टरनेटिव क्या है? भोग. And we said yesterday, if you complain to Savitha and all, why are you putting all our faculties only to the worldliness? They have always the excuse, तुमने मांगा ही नहीं मेरे को. तो जो जन रेगुलरली कर रहे थे वही करते हम जो सारे जीवों को कर रहे थे. Pushing them towards the world. That's what said in Katha Upanishad again, no? परांचिखानि व्यतृणत् स्वयंभूः. है ना? स्वयंभूः खानि परांचि व्यतृणत्. The Creator has made all faculties paranchi, extroverted only. Tasmat, therefore, parang pashyati antaratman. Everybody is extroverted towards the bhoga vastus through the faculties. Among them, kaschit dhiraha. Some dhira purusha. Kaschit means koi na koi ek dhira purusha. And what is the dhirata is? Remembering that Paramatma Prapti is the moksha, desiring only that all the time and asking only for that. That's called as Kashchit Dhira. Such Dhira Purusha, by blessings of the such Savitha and other devatas, through all the processes of going to the Guru, studying the Vedanta, doing Manana Chintana, contemplation, Vetreka Anvaya sadhanas, Kashchit Dhiraha, Pratyagatmana Maiksha. He will be able to see that Pratyagatma and get moksha. And to say precisely what is the qualification of such person, Avruta Chakshuhu Amrutatvam Ichha. He is closed all his faculties for anything in the outer world. And only one door is open in him, the desire door, that is Amrutatvam Icchan. He is desiring only that immortal self. See the clarity of our Upanishads. It's the disturbed mind of ours, the sthula intellect of ours, that we are not able to grasp the crystal clearly given guidances, knowledges, instructions in our Shastras. Right? Now, that's what is said in this shloka, that if we are not asking Savitha for the Paramatma, then all our yoga pravartate, the yoga sadhanas will be at the most saha bhoga hetau karmani eva pravartate. So we will be involving in the karmas which give the bhoga, or all the upasana karmas done by us are will be giving us that the most bhoga result only, because we have not asked for the ultimate, the best. Like, you know, the other day I got that experience on the flight. So people were asking the water. So flight so there, mere paas hai. Then I said warm water. Then she brought the kettle, and in that half glass warm water she added the hot water. Then she added the normal and she gave. Then I got stunned. Arey yaar, this was not my desire. My desire was hot water basically. I misunderstood or misused the word warm and hot. मुझे hot water चाहिए था. And that also was not for me. One old amma behind me, she was going on coughing. Whether they know it or not, they could not press that bell and ask the air hostess to give hot water. तो मुझे hot water मांगना था. But one default, by mistake I said a word warm. She took it literally because they respect the request of the passengers. She did not give cold water normal, which she was giving to others, nor she gave the hot water, which I wanted. She gave literally warm water because that's what I spelt. Then the water is passed to them and all. So, see that by default, water means she'll give hot, warm means warm only, hot means hot. In the same way, all my faculties should be towards the Brahman only. When you ask like that, then only the Devatas will bless us. After ensuring by tempting us so many times. If you are lost in the temptation, they laugh at us. That's why how much of Jnanam that Paramatma alone is Satya, how much of the Jnanam that the Jagat is Mithya, therefore how much of the Viveka Vairagya we have to deny, like the Yamaraj has given everything to Nachiketa to tempt him to test him. Nachiketa passed in it. That's why he was given Brahma Vidya. तो खुद ही हमें अपने तरफ से नहीं मांगना और वहां से अपने आप मिलते हैं तो भी ना करना. That alone ensures the devatas that this fellow is fit now. Now let us bless him for his faculties to be focused only on Paramatma. In this way, those devatas bless, as we saw 3 days back, such person alone becomes beautiful exclusive seeker. Bhakti or Jnana. To that person only, the eyes always will behold the Paramatma's Rupa, Vakratunda Mahakaya. The ears always will listen to the Sankirtana of Bhagavan or Katha of Bhagavan or Tattvajnana. The mana will be feeling only that love and devotion, only to the Paramatma. The Buddhi will be doing the Chintana only on Tattvamasi Mahavakya. That's the meaning of Swastina Indro Vruddhashravaha, Swastinaha Pusha Vishwavedaha, Swastinaha Tarshiva Rishtanevihi, Swastino Brahaspata. Ye mantra, even though 1,000 times we chant, these four of them, Indra, Pusha, and Arishta, Tarksha, and Brahaspati, they won't bless us, they laugh at us only. Why? They say, तुम मंत्र तो पढ़ रहे हो लेकिन तुम्हारे अंदर परमात्मा पाने का इच्छा है ही नहीं दृढ़. You have only still for desire for the world and worldly gains only. Therefore, there is no dam in your prarthanas. प्रार्थना में दम नहीं है तो हम कैसे देंगे? Like when you go to shopping, in your window shopping, when your expression is as if you are not interested in buying anything, the salesperson will not attend to you seriously. If you show some signs that yes, have come definitely to buy something, they respond differently. They come out, they take us to different places and show all the articles and all. हमारा चेहरा, हमारा चलन चालन और हौलिया जो कहते हैं, देखकर उनको पता होता है कि दिस फेलो इज कमिंग टू वेस्ट आवर टाइम बिकॉज ही हैज नथिंग टू डू और ही हैज कम सीरियसली टू बाय. Isn't it? Same way, the Indra and Pusha and this Tartarsha and Brahaspati, they know. Are we mechanical in our prarthana or serious? If it is very serious, they will bless in such a manner that the inner vasanas, outer prarabdhas, do not obstacle our calm and quiet mind, our desire for Paramatma, our coming to the classes regularly, our studying the Shastras, our ability to understand, our managing our day to find many hours of time for our inner meditation. ये सारे होंगे. आज सिवाय परमात्मा साधना का for everything time is so much wasted because we are not blessed, because we have not asked for. How sensitive and how important is this thought that we have to deeply hear and now understand it and accordingly mold ourselves. Right? Now let us chant the mantra. Agnir yatra bhimathyate, Vayur yatra dhirudhyate, Somo yatra tirichyate, Tatra sanjayate manaha. Agnir yatra bhimathyate, Vayur yatra dhiruchyate, Somo yatra tirichyate. Sorry. Vayur yatra dhirudhyate, Somo yatra tirichyate, Tatra sanjayate manaha. Of the person who is not praying, Tatra manaha samyak jayate. For that, towards that only, the mind is always born, mind is always tuned, mind is always awakened. Tatra manaha sanjayate. Thousands of ways this can be explained, all these things. For example, manaha sanjayate means mind is born. Samyak jayate, specifically jayate. The mind is there, and mind is there in the Bijavastha, in the Nidra. The moment the mind is coming out of that Nidra, we are into the Jagrata Avastha. The moment we come into the Jagrata Avastha, Manaha Sanjayate. Mind is engaged. Only in what? In only the Yajnayagas, in only the Upasanas, or in today's world, if you see, in only the outer duties, the outer professions which fetch Artha and Kama. That is the meaning of Manaha Karmasu Sanjayate. सुबह उठते ही थोड़ा स्पिरिचुअल है तो उपासना करेगा, यज्ञ करेगा, इत्यादि करेगा. All of them are karmas. And they give the karma phala of this or that world. In that there is no Atma Chintana. In that there is no Tattva Chintana. Or the other thing is what? He'll be just getting ready, suited, booted, coated. He'll only go to his business or office. The purpose of our, which is what? Only to gain artha and kama. Throughout the day, he'll be like that. And throughout life, every day, he'll be like that. because he is not blessed by devatas, because he has not prayed. And the one who has prayed to the Savitha and other devatas, Yujevam karke, or the first mantra, Yujnana pratamanaha tatvaya savitadiyaha, for him, the moment first he gets up, his first thought will be, let me spend maximum time or half an hour, 1 hour in my meditation for the self. That he becomes or it makes more obligatory to him than anything else. Then only other things. And at the more higher level of prayers, throughout the day there are no other compulsion or obstacles. Whole day of him is at his own disposal for his own meditation. And for making it happen for that person of prayers, whatever the obstacles, the Savita and Devatas take away by fair, happy, pleasurable means or by the unhappy, miserable means. Fair, happy, pleasurable means is our intellect is awakened with Viveka and Vairagya. So we reject everything. We spend all day for meditation. Not unfair, but in a miserable way, how they facilitate us for these meditations. All the objects or things or experiences or beings to which we are attached to, they take away all of them from us. Either we give them up with our Viveka Vairagya or they are taken away. But the purpose of both of them is to give us the whole day at our disposal for our meditation. If we are praying like that, isn't it? अगर हमारे चारों तरफ लोग हैं उनके साथ हम अनेक अनेक प्रोग्राम में इन्वॉल्व है, we are most unfortunate, we are blessed wrongly by the devatas because we have not asked for the Paramatma Tattva. And we even justify it. Swamiji, you may be having no thing to do, therefore you just करते हो सत्संग बक बक, मेरे को कितना बिजी हूं मैं, how many people call me, message me, invite me, come to me. भैया, you are so wonderful, great, successful from the worldly standpoint, but you are most unfortunate that we are not rising above all these to touch the core, the self, the liberating experience. अब हम तो मुख से कहेंगे नहीं, है ना? Because we tell what they ask, we answer what they question, we listen what they say. From our side, we stop now to take any initiative regarding any. Isn't it? And imagine that state of our day or mind wherein throughout the day we are seated, calm and quiet with all our faculties intact, energetic, and doing only the spiritual thing, the doing only the Paramatma Prapti sadhanas of Tattva Shravana, Tattva Dhyena, Tattva Chintana, and Tattva Anubhuti. Imagine if our days, every day spent like that. And we are becoming subtler and subtler, deeper and deeper in our inner experience. And we mastered it. And anytime, in seconds, we are able to withdraw from the outer world, we are able to withdraw from the functions of the faculties, we are able to withdraw from the faculties themselves, and we are able to just enter into the self. How beautiful it is, isn't it? Experience, how beautiful, like anything. We just got up from the bed without even a moment's notice. We are already in the place of jogging. Or we just finished our food in 7 minutes without any hang up, hangover, hang in, hang out. We just got up, washed our hands, we have gone to the work. कैसा रहता है हमारा जिंदगी देखो ये सारा by the kripa it will happen. Upanishad itself is saying that. And the kripa comes only when we specifically order, specifically ask for. That asking shows that we desire for it. That asking shows that we are convinced about it. That asking shows that we are clear in the understanding that the Brahman alone is real or truth, and experience of that alone is the moksha, and anything other than is bondage. The thing is very clear. And that asking shows that we have thoroughly studied Shastra or heard the Shastra. And that shows that we have done sufficient viveka. Therefore, we have the Vairagya for the binding anatma. See that? And also that ensures that devatas, that they also have no doubt. Like आप specifically पूछते हो तो उनको भी डाउट नहीं होगा ना क्या चाहिए, पक्का वही देते हैं वो लोग. This portion of this particular Upanishad is more relevant to you and I today. That's why we are taking more time, because we are missing these two things. Single pointedly, we are not able to focus on Paramatma Prapti Sadhana. Second, we are not engaging ourselves in Prarthana to Devatas only for this. Then what? Our Sankalpas and Prarthanas are only for the world and worldliness. Therefore, that Moha, that Maya, the Samsara is not leaving us. Therefore, we are not able to go inside our inner sadhanas. Isn't it? So that's why in this Upanishad, ninth one, the last one, before the bigger Upanishads, whatever missed in the study of the earlier Upanishads, that's being clearly, completely given. इसलिए इतना लंबा लंबा भाष्य भी था संबंध में, और इतने हजारों कोटेशंस वर गिवन फ्रॉम द पुराण इतिहास. Because Shankara Bhagavan also doesn't want, because people may or may not study Brihadaranyaka Chandogya because of their bigness. They may come up to Shwethashwathara. So the essential things, including the upasanas, in which though there is Dvaita, and we are seeking the Advaita Brahma Tattva, yet the need of Dvaita, wherein the Ishvara Upasana and Ishvara Kripa is required, that also is brought in this Upanishad. Very vehemently, very strongly, in the beginning only. You saw the introduction, Sambandha Bhashya of this particular second chapter. What was Sambandha Bhashya? Vaya, through the Pranava Dhyana, realize the self. That was said in the first chapter. Now, the helping sadhanas are required to be done. And among them, the first one is Savitha Upasana and Prarthana. First sadhana is Savitha Upasana, Savitha Prarthana. And see our unfortunate another thing. Such a great Shiva Bhaktas we are, Rama Bhaktas we are, Krishna Bhaktas we are, Devi Bhaktas we are. So innocent. So much of money we spend for the Upasana, so much we give the donation to the temples, etc. How beautiful all of that. But still, at one place we go wrong. What is it? What are we asking that Lord? Asking for the moksha, mukti, or bhoga, the bhukti? Most of the time we ask the bhoga only. What is bhoga? Anything other than Paramatma is bhoga only. No, I don't ask for myself, I ask for my children and grandchildren. You are asking for grandchildren and children that they have to be safe and secured because you want to be happy. And that happiness is bhoga only, outer one. Why are you worried about those jivas? You yourself are bound by your own jiva bhava. You have to seek only the eternal truth. And the most funniest thing is what we say. No, I'm not asking for myself. I'm asking for my children, my grandchildren. And for your children, grandchildren, what for you are asking again? That they should get bhukti or mukti. Again, उनके लिए भी भोग के लिए मांगते हैं. That they should get good job, they should get lot of money, they should be so happy, they should be without diseases, so that they become a continuous bhogi. अब समझ में आ रहा है कि कितने जगह पे हम हमारे समझ में क्या कहते हैं ना इग्नोरेंट रहते हैं. We are lacking in our clear understanding. For our own moksha, not asking is first mistake. Asking for our own bhoga is second mistake. And asking for the children and grandchildren is third mistake. And in that also asking for their bhoga and not moksha is the fourth mistake. And for the whole world also. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Don't take it for granted that it is understood by the God. No, we have to add in brackets. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, bracket may only by spirituality. Because real sukha comes from spirituality only, that we have to specify to say that we understood it. Otherwise, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu is only worldly sukha. But no worldly sukha is permanent. It's followed by the dukkha, and that always is samsara, and the whole loka, because of my prayer, are the bhogi, not yogi. है ना. सारे जनता को धन कनक वस्तु वाहन मिल जाए. If I pray like that means I am asking the Lord bless everybody to be a bhogi, to be a samsari. That is wrong. I should pray for the whole world also only for the jnana. That's why every day we do in our 6 classes Vishwasya Dharma moksha purushartha praptyartha. We don't ask for the artha kama. Every day we are doing that. Vishwe moksha and dharma purushartha pratishtha dwara vishwa samrakshana abhivriddhyartha. Samrakshana from what? The destroying, self and total destroying artha and kama. पूरा दुनिया व्यष्टि समष्टि नाश हो रहा है अर्थ एंड कामना के कारण। सारा संवर जाएगा जब दोनों को छोड़ते हैं। छोड़ेंगे तब जब हमारा संकल्प और पॉजिटिव के लिए होता है। पॉजिटिव इज धर्म एंड मोक्ष। आउटसाइड लेट ऑल ऑफ अस डू आवर धर्म, इनसाइड लेट ऑल ऑफ अस फाइंड आवर ओन परमात्मा अनुभूति मोक्ष। Right, now the mantra is Agdir yatra bhimathyate vayur yatra dhirudhyate somo yatra tirichyate tatra sanjayate manaha. We try to explain with example. अर्ली मॉर्निंग उठते ही हम तत्व ज्ञान में है बिजी या दूसरे में, और थ्रू आउट द लाइफ व्हाट्स आर प्रायोरिटी. If the priorities is world and worldliness, we have either not asked for Paramatma or asked for the worldliness or left for the Devathas to decide. They decided, Chalu lag ja bhog mein. Or if we are doing or if we want to do throughout the day, only the meditation on the self, consciously we have to pray to that Ishvara, SAVITHA, which was said in the last 5 mantras. So पांचों मंत्र में जो सविता एंड देवताओं का उपासना करने को कहा, प्रार्थना करने को कहा, it should be only for Paramatma. If you don't do it, by default, your mind will be, faculties will be made to engage in the Yajna Yaga Upasana Karma, which only are the givers of the Bhoga Hetu, they are not the Moksha Hetu. Right? Now tomorrow we'll see with the Bhashyam, and Bhagavan Shankara is kind that the same Yajna Upasanadi have to be done for the Antakarana Shuddhi, after which alone we'll be able to focus ourselves on the self. Very powerful mantra, this one. Bhashyam. Every sentence we'll study. Om, 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 Om. Om, 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 Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Paramanishibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Tatsat Brahmarpणमस्तु. Today is Word Meditation Day. Let us today spend maximum time in meditating only on the truth for the truth. Thank you. Come back for Gita. Om Shanti Shanti.